Okay, hello everyone, welcome to our video presentation. My name is Chí Hiếu and I'm a leader of Group 11. First, I would like to introduce about my group member. And the next, in this video, we are going to give you all about the general election in the UK. So first, what is general election? A general election allows individuals from all throughout the United Kingdom to vote for their minister from. This person will serve in the House of Commons for up to 5 years, representing a local region. Each constituency has a number of candidates to choose from. Some will run as candidates for national political parties on a local level. The candidate who wins the most votes is elected as their minister from. In the election, there will be many parties involved. So, how they choose their candidates? Political parties are the primary organization in the current political system of the United Kingdom. The vast majority of election candidates represent political parties of various sizes. To function and run candidates, all parties, no matter how large or small, must be registered with the Electoral Commission. Parties must record donations, grants, and spending on national elections on a regular basis. Larger parties are also required to present audited accounts on a yearly basis. Most parties will have a single leader. Some parties choose to nominate one or more spokespersons rather than having a leader. The leader of the major party will be their party candidate for the job of Prime Minister. Why there is no legal position of Prime Minister candidate? Because the Prime Minister is appointed by the King rather than directly elected. When a party has members elected to Parliament, the vote assembly, or local council, they will often use the whip system to maintain a cohesive position and discipline group. Next, how they prepare for the race. Candidates will frequently put in a lot of effort to prepare for the race. They competed with other candidates on all fronts, from canvassing in a public place to using media outlets such as newspapers and television. In today's technology age, candidates also use Twitter to provide direct information. Because the election is so tough, they prepare very meticulously during the campaign, and every phrase or comment they make is likewise very careful.
Hi, my name is Nhung, and today I will introduce about how I vote UK counters. Vote as any government election, general or local, have traditionally been hand counted. The process is complex and laborious. The first is at a close of the polling station, us pollers poll the sellers and statement of the number of ballot paper issued is attracted. The second is the polls are then transported in counting centers, emptied and sorted before hand counting begins by volunteer. The third is the number of votes recorded at the count is cross-checked with the number of the ballot paper issued, and any discrepancy are immediately investigated by the returning official. Next is for ballot papers that are not clearly marked had indeterminate, making or may be spoiled adjudication task played by the returning official in consultation with political party agents. Finally, once the votes are collected, the returning officer declared the results of elections. Thank you for listening.
Hi. So recently, my friend have talked a lot about the election system, such as how parties select their candidate, how votes are counted, and how can they prepare for the race. And I think I will go a little bit further of the election system and make sure that you guys will understand it clearly as much as I can. So let's begin. Between 1935 and 2017, the UK has more than 21 elections. So how will all the winning candidates will be announced in the 21 elections? An exit poll published when polls close at 10 p.m. on Thursday. Candidates need to convince the citizen before 10 p.m. on Thursday, and the result will be public on Friday night. The exit poll at 10 p.m. with official constituency results later. A small number of representatives of each party and member of the media are allowed into the center to observe the number. When winners are decided, they will announce at the end of Friday. The winner will be based on many factors, and when they are announced in the media, the interviewers will provide some detailed information about the number of votes as well as the seat. Along with it is the comparison of the parties in the past and current election results. For instance, BBC News announcements show clearly the number of votes and compared with the past election between 2019 and 2017. Winners will participate in the place full of journalists and interviewers to answer the question. Information and sharing will be posted on social networking sites and many public events. All of it just to make sure that the citizen will know and update the news. And that is how the UK announced the winner to the citizen. Let's move to the next part. As you know, independent candidates or independent politicians aren't affiliated with any political party at all. And for traditional, elector will choose the independent candidate, and it could be a disadvantage if they join the run as a political party. Tim Pell said, going along is rarely as easy as we think. Over the past 45 years, fewer than a half a dozen people have run as independents and won. The main reason of this advantage is electoral system, which has been fashioned by political parties and for political parties. So how can the independent candidate can join the race fairly? Without this support, candidates have to understand about the legal framework. Candidates who associate with big parties to ensure they don't fall foul of the law. Independent candidates will not share the election information, and they can use it either. Independent candidates can only spend around $15,000 on the constituency campaigns, but parties are around $1 million to do these campaigns. So, if you have no parties, this is a serious problem. This problem still cannot be fixed even though we are living in the internet and social media era. If you want to join the race fairly as an independent candidate, you have to change the whole electoral system. Or you can try your best in reaching citizenhood and get their vote by some correct activities. So that's all my speech and my opinion about this section. Let's move on to the next section. Thanks for your listening.
Good day to our audience. My name is Anh Quí. I'll be your guide through this. At last, we arrive at our final discussion together. The burning question is, what are the rumors and negative aspects of the election race in the UK?
Unlike the US, there wasn't a lot of rumors going around while the UK race was happening. The election race of the UK was competitive, with change and new yes, but they hardly had rumors about voter fraud, nor made up rumor to try cause chaos or to win the election like the US did. Each race will have its own rumors and its negative aspect. However, as you all know by now about how the UK election worked, let me present to you two biggest negative aspects the race have. The first negative aspect is the obviously hard to compete giants. Britain's three major parties are on now more than a century old, and the system makes it very hard for new parties to get a foot on the ladder. The rise of the Labour Party in the early 20th century was the result of major change in society. Since then, no new party has succeeded in establishing itself in England, and new parties that are created remain marginal in terms of representation or merge with larger ones. The second negative aspect to the race is its own first past the post electoral system. Basically, there's just one round of voting and the candidate with the most vote wins. For example, if there are 10 candidates running for a position, 10 candidates that is sequenced from A to J, final results show A get 10% of the vote, B to J get 9.5%, and the 0.4% of the votes are invalid. Though 10% is the small minority, but it's still more than the other candidate. This system works well for mainly two-party system. It is badly suited for countries with many parties. Take a look at the 2019 UK election, which have more than 5 parties. This led to candidate and party winning on the basis with less than 50% of the vote, while the loser taking more than 50%, which might seem unfair. This is why across the UK there are calls for voting system to be reformed to give more proportional representation.